Hey guys, listen, before we get started, I have a challenge for you. You have 11 seconds right now to like the video, subscribe to this channel, and comment solar eclipse. If you do those three things within 11 seconds, and I'll know that you guys finished once you comment solar eclipse, I will shout you out in next video. Literally, I'll pop you up on screen right here, only if you could complete the challenge. If you are fast enough, you guys are eligible for a shout out tomorrow. Shout out to these guys, because these guys actually did this last video. But listen, today I have a crazy video to share with you guys. This actually has to do with the solar eclipse that happened yesterday. So if you guys didn't watch my video yesterday, you should go check it out, because I kind of let you guys know on a lot of stuff about the solar eclipse. Let you know kind of what happens when it does happen, how you guys can actually get eye damage from this, like literally lose your eyesight, go blind, God forbid. I don't know if you guys know, but thanks to you guys, that video that I uploaded yesterday actually got a lot of exposure thanks to you guys. You guys were sharing the video on all of social media, and you guys helped me get the video out there. So that's awesome. Thank you guys so much. You helped raise awareness, but some people just decided not to listen to the warnings they had that day. Like, I wasn't the only one warning people. There was other major news companies warning people. If you look at the sun during the solar eclipse, or just in general yesterday, if you looked at the sun, you could literally get eye damage. That was not a joke. People decided that they were going to look at the sun and just test it out. And guess what happened? They got eye damage, guys. Yup, their eyesight is now crap. They are literally seeing white spots all in their eyes. It's actually really scary, dude. And it doesn't happen immediately. Like, when you look at the sun, it doesn't just automatically, oh, you have white dots, or oh, you have black dots in your eyes, because that's what people are experiencing. But it's usually like 12 to 24 hours after looking at the solar eclipse or looking at the sun in general. Today, I have a video of showing you guys some people that have been affected by this. And not only that, there was an article that I wanted to talk about real quick, which is kind of sad, dude. This girl accidentally looked at the sun during the solar eclipse for like, I think it was like 2 or 3 seconds. Now, at the time of the solar eclipse, there's like a total phase, and the total phase is when the moon is literally right in front of the sun, so it's not as bright, and that's when it gets really dark, and that's when you're allowed to actually take off your sunglasses and see the ring around the sun, which is freaking beautiful, dude. This girl was looking too long, so when the sun decided to creep around the moon, that's when it hit her eyes, and that's when it did damage. So it's actually crazy what happened, but like, I'm gonna be sharing everything with you guys in this video. All I ask from you guys is to share this video. It'd really help if you guys share the video. Like yesterday's video, you guys helped share it a ton. Just by liking the video or even telling your friends about the video helps a ton. So if you guys can help share this video, that'd be great. Thank you guys, because I'm trying to, you know, raise awareness that this is real. Like, this isn't a joke, but this is serious. This is a serious matter. But anyways, without further ado, here's the video.
Mark Bedwell remembers the scare vividly. It was 10 years ago, a somewhat stressful day. He was driving. This brown spot just appeared in my vision on the right side. So everywhere I moved my eye, it was following it, and I was like, I'm having a stroke. This is an aneurysm. What is this? The next morning, he went to the optometrist. First, he asked me, are you right-handed or left-handed? And I thought that was a strange question. And then he said, I told him right, and he said, have you ever looked at a solar eclipse? And I said, was it in the 80s? And he says, well, you have a retinal burn from that. But why so long after the eclipse? As your body ages and life occurs, and under stressful situations, it can become fluid-filled. Bedwell remembers the moment several decades ago well. At 21 years old, he says he stood with friends. It was a bright, clear day. We had been told that it was okay to look at the eclipse through exposed X-ray film. Today, he knows better. Thankfully, that brown spot he described went away. He can still see out of his eye, but it can be difficult. I can't see small letters on things. As the Mid-South gears up for the Great American Eclipse, doctors have a warning. We recommend the certified glasses. Here's an example of certified glasses. They have the marking that says ISO. These are from a local place called American Paper Optics. This eclipse, Bedwell urges people to enjoy the moments it goes dark during the eclipse and not take any risks looking at the sun. Wanting to share his message, Bedwell posted his cautionary tale to Facebook. To his what they are seeing.
Oh, wow. That scream is because we are seeing it right now. That is remarkable. Woo! It is it's different in different parts of the country, but here in Beatrice, we are able to view the sun without any glasses on because we are in totality. We are fully in the moon's shadow here in Beatrice, Nebraska. It is incredible. There is that sliver around it. Oh, wow.
Whoa.
The light streaming around it is the corona. You are seeing the sun's atmosphere in a way we are never able to see except during a total eclipse.
And the cloud cover really just providing an even more kind of, just amazing view to it. A beautiful view.
It makes it that much more special.
We
are all
really,
waiting,
truly does.
with bated breath, just waiting for the clouds to pass and get that glimmer,
Wow.
that view. Wow. It is significantly cooler out here.
You can see the planets. You can see Venus.
Venus, we can see now through the clouds.
Yep. And there's 4 planets that you would be able to see. Again, we still have.
Not gonna put the glasses on. He will. Got it. There's Baron.
Well, many of you are still buzzing over this moment, the Great American Solar Eclipse.
That was pretty cool, wasn't it? But if you didn't heed the warnings and you fear that maybe your child looked at the sun, you may start seeing symptoms of retina burn in the coming weeks. ABC Action News reporter Heather Lee shows us the signs to watch for.
Totally mesmerizing.
Whoa.
The solar eclipse captured the attention of folks around the country.
I was so excited to see it.
Isabella Troya borrowed these glasses. Their original plan, this pinhole projector.
I think this is the safest bet because you're just looking through a piece of paper projected onto another piece of paper.
I would never look into the sun.
Michael Velasquez trusted these solar spectacles.
Those guys are made for a purpose, and I'm going to use them for that.
But if you decided to brave the sun's rays without protection, you may be in trouble.
This would be a form of progression.
Dr. Don Perez, a local ophthalmologist, pulled up a video by ViewCare showing how your eye may start to change if it's burned.
It can take up to 7 months for retina burn symptoms to start showing up. You may have blurred vision or distorted vision in the center of your eye, and in severe cases, you may lose vision completely in the middle.
If that happens, it means you may have a macular hole or macular pucker.
You would not want to live like that that would be legally blind.
Dr. Perez says if you are concerned you did damage, don't freak out. Go to an ophthalmologist and get your eyes checked. He says 90% of folks won't have permanent damage and symptoms should fade away in 7 months. In Tampa, Heather Lee, ABC Action News.
If you watched the solar eclipse, I truly hope that you used your glasses, the special glasses like these ones right here, these verified solar eclipse glasses, or that you made a pinhole viewer, something that is safe to look at the eclipse, because if you did not, if you look directly at the sun, it can cause severe eye damage. I'm going to tell you what symptoms you should look out for, especially if you have kids and you fear they may have looked at the sun even when you told them not to. Maybe they were riding their bike home, or they were walking home from school, or they were on the bus and they glanced up at that sun for a good amount of time. If you're concerned or you're worried, there are symptoms you can look out for. I'll have much more on that coming up on Good Morning Tampa Bay, and we'll see you.
As the solar eclipse approaches, we have a warning about the dangers of looking directly at the sun. A man from Luzerne County claims he permanently damaged his eyesight trying to look at a solar eclipse several decades ago. Newswatch 16's Jessica Albert spoke with him today. She's live in the Wyoming Valley Newsroom. Jessica.
Jim, that man is from Pittston Township. He says he damaged his right retina of his right eye looking into a solar eclipse in the 1960s. He's sharing his story with Newswatch 16 and hopes that it will help prevent people from damaging their eyesight in next week's eclipse.
In the 1960s, James Holt of Pittston Township was only about 10 years old. He says back then he was preparing to watch a partial solar eclipse.
We had heard that if you want to see the eclipse, you can look through negatives of a picture. That dates me how old I am, but you look through the negatives, get several of them stacked together, and you can see it and shouldn't have a problem.
Holt was able to view the eclipse with no problem. Years later, he says he noticed an issue with his eyesight. It turns out he damaged a portion of his retina in his right eye from viewing the eclipse.
If using both eyes, I don't have a problem with it at all. Just using the right eye, like I say, looking at small print or something close up, small, it distorts it.
So you end up with that shadow on the earth. So that's the basic idea of the eclipse.
Dr. Heidi Manning is the Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences at Misericordia University. She used to work with NASA.
To have it go on the continental United States is not that common. To have it go all the way across the continent, even less common, and that's why this is such a big deal, is so many people are able to see it.
As the eclipse approaches, she wants to warn people about properly protecting their eyes when viewing the eclipse. She suggests you purchase protective glasses or use a box or another homemade device to view the eclipse without directly looking into the sun.
Don't be confused that, well, 75% of the sun is blocked, so it's not that big a deal. There still is a tremendous amount of light coming, and it can cause damage to your eye in just fractions of a second. So you never want to look directly at the sun.
It is a fascinating thing to look at, but be safe. That's the main thing, is be safe. Don't ruin your eyes. It's not worth ruining your eyes over.
And Jim, Dr. Manning says that if you are going to buy protective sunglasses for the eclipse, to make sure you're buying them from a reputable store that's selling glasses that will actually protect your eyes. Jessica Albert, Newswatch 16, reporting live in the Wyoming Valley newsroom.
Potential eye damage from looking at the eclipse without glasses is now the concern, and health reporter Stephanie Stahl is live at Wills Eye Hospital in Center City with that part of our coverage. Steph?
That's right. Well, Wills Eye Emergency Department has one patient right now being evaluated with concerns about some potential eye damage that happened during the eclipse. But that person, I'm told, has 20/20 vision. Doctors aren't that concerned. If there are vision issues related to the eclipse, that can take a while, probably won't be diagnosed until tomorrow. Today, though, here at Wills Eye, a big day of preparations.
Wills Eye Hospital had a last-minute giveaway of solar glasses on Eclipse Day. People were lined up around the block at 9th and Walnut.
We knew today, right now, was the last option, so we came early.
Tanil Gordon and her 8-year-old daughter were first in line at 4 in the morning.
Very excited because I always wanted to learn about the eclipse.
With shortages of solar glasses and fakes circulating, it was a last-minute scramble to find protection. It's the only safe way to look at the sun, even with its power diminished by the eclipse.
The sun is a big ball of fire, and it is putting out a lot of radiation.
Dr. Mark Bleacher with Wills Eye says staring at the sun can cause solar retinopathy, injuring the retina and potentially leading to vision loss.
We have extra staff and we have extra equipment on standby, so we can evaluate and diagnose patients who might have had a problem.
Symptoms of retina injury are blurriness and seeing spots, and it can take up to 12 hours to develop.
I think we're going to have two camps. We're going to have people who are unduly concerned, and any little problem or suspected problem is going to drive them into their doctor's office or the ER. And then we're going to have people who just don't care and don't listen to any of what we're saying, and we're going to have some real problems.
In terms of treatment, can you do anything after the damage happens?
So short answer to that is no. If you've gotten damage to the eye, then there's really nothing we can do to reverse that damage.
Now, there was some cloud cover during the eclipse today, so people were looking up without glasses trying to find the sun. Is there a problem with that? I asked doctors. They said a couple of seconds looking up at the sun probably should not cause any serious injuries. Reporting live from Wills Eye Hospital, I'm Stephanie Stahl, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
Schools and summer camps around the country are preparing for the solar eclipse that's just days away. And while it's a very exciting time, experts are reminding adults to make sure kids are viewing the eclipse in a safe way. Kenneth Craig has more on which precautions to take.
Aiden Miller is enjoying his final days of summer camp, and it's right here where he and his fellow campers will witness an historic moment.
Are you excited for the solar eclipse?
Yes. But as exciting as it is, the director of Twin Oaks Day Camp in New York knows the eclipse poses a possible danger for her campers' eyes. She's taking precautions to keep everyone safe.
We explain to them exactly what an eclipse is, what it looks like, and how to protect themselves.
That means having the proper eyewear and keeping it on, according to Dr. Russell Van Gelder from the University of Washington.
The sun's rays are strong enough to potentially cause permanent damage to the retina if people stare directly at the sun. And for children in particular, because they may not understand or be able to fully appreciate those risks, supervision is critical.
Camp leaders here have purchased a pair of Eclipse glasses for every camper and counselor. Experts say it's important to do a practice run putting them on so kids know what to expect.
It's become a classroom science lesson across the country. Some districts have decided to keep students inside altogether.
Come on, girls.
At Twin Oaks, younger campers will stay inside, and the older children, glasses on, will get to see the eclipse in small supervised groups. 8-year-old Aiden is counting down the days.
It's going to be really dark. I know that. And it's going to be really fun.
A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity in the summer sky. Kenneth Craig, CBS News, Freeport, New York.
Well, we are counting down now to the solar eclipse.
Yeah, as humans, we need protective eyewear, but some folks are wondering how they should protect their pets. The rare total solar eclipse is causing some concern among pet owners. So should dog owners who want to watch the eclipse with their canine companion get them protective eyewear too? Dog owners weighed in on the dilemma.
Just enjoy it with me. Probably they'll just blindfold them.
They don't have some eye protection, and they probably would suffer some of the same eye damage that a human would.
Despite the concern that their four-legged friends may suffer possible eye damage, doctors say there are no real specific precautions that pet owners need to take to protect their pets from the eclipse. And we are gearing up for and counting down to this historic event. In the coming days, we'll prepare you for this rare and exciting experience.
Yes, every day in every newscast, Eyewitness News will have you covered with all the eclipse information you need to know. So stay with CBS 3 and CBSPhilly.com. It's Eclipse Fest. That starts Monday, August 14th, only on CBS 3.
A lot of cloud cover around, so that certainly will have a bigger impact on being able to view all the planets visible.
We have enough people here that we're not necessarily hearing all the sounds of nature. We were just told glasses on.
Whoa.
Glasses back on because totality is now done here at the National Monument. But people are still checking it out because it is still absolutely amazing to see. Wow. They talk about that diamond ring effect where there's just a little sliver still left. You see it on the front end, but it's like that now where it's just this one little piece that's glowing. Again, that diamond ring is before the eclipse, but right now this is just that sliver as you're seeing it pass through. It is truly remarkable. Here comes the sun, someone started saying. I guess that's one of the songs here. Wow, and the sun is coming out, and again, it's incredible. It just went to darkness, it just went to nighttime, and here we are witnessing like a sunrise from high in the sky. It's incredible when you take the glasses off and you look around and you're seeing it's light now after it was just dark, it was just cool.